What's up, guys? Chris again, BHP Engines. Yeah, so these, I know they're probably starting to get redundant. Yeah, maybe you guys feel like you're watching the same shit over and over again. But this is just going to be happening for a little while um, as I'm trying to get things sorted out, because now that I'm back in the flow of business and I'm trying to sell shit and all that good stuff, people are like, I'm getting a lot of, what's the exact price? What's the exact price? And it's kind of hard for me to do an exact price the way I was trying to do things. So the only way I can give people an exact price is to come up with a number that I think that I can buy what I need in and give it to you from there, right? I feel pretty safe saying that I can buy B and D series at for 250. Like, you need a block, you need a crank, pistons and rods I have enough of. So I think that even if I can't get one that's assembled or whatnot, I'm pretty sure I can have you a core pistons, for $250. So that's the thing, Like, I had a guy on Instagram earlier ask me, like, $150, you'll send it? I'm like, dude, like, no. If it wasn't fucking clear when I was saying it, it's I have to get the fucking engine. The idea is to rebuild the engine and send it to you. So how the fuck am I gonna buy an engine block, rebuild it and send it to you for $150, especially when it costs $150 to ship? So what the fuck money am I making on that? I don't know, man. It kills me sometimes. Like, I keep forgetting that I have to Barney break this shit down. So I'm gonna try to remember that now. All right. So K series isn't a priority for me right now. I think that when I do start stocking up Ks, it'll be K23s. So I'm not looking to actively sell those right now. So that'll be something that'll be along the line down further when I'm better established. That's gonna be the same with H22s and F series, all that shit. H's, F's, and they're not a priority right now. They're not gonna be easiest ones to find. So I'm not even gonna think about trying that right now. So right now the focus is D series and B series, mainly B series. B series are way more commonly, posted for sale right now, and D series not so much. They're dry. They're a little dry. So it actually kind of makes me a little nervous when I'm saying I can get you a D series for 250, because I know that I can get like a blown D series for the low, but finding a healthy crank, a lot of these guys are charging what it costs for a healthy block, so it kind of makes me iffy on that price there. Well, let's just say right now, for safety's sake, B series and D series I can get you guys for $250, but that is the core price of the engine and the crank. 250 gets you a healthy block. 250 gets you a healthy block, and a healthy crank. All right. So $250 down. So let's just say like this: if you want to buy an engine for me right now, I don't have any pre-made, ready-to-go engines, and when I do, guys, they're gonna be expensive. So you're not gonna be fucking, thinking, oh, I'll just wait for you to have an engine ready to go and skip all the bullshit. Wrong. Because right now, I'm not going to be building anything for stock. Everything is going to be high compression or forged. Forged blocks are going to go for a minimum of $1,500. Nippon Racing blocks are going to go for right around $1,200, $1,300, and high compression blocks are going to sell for $1,000. Right now, what I'm looking at doing is a whole bunch of B20 high compressions, and maybe some B18s with some PR3s and shit. So everything we're looking at right now is going to be around the $1,000 range. So if you're thinking that you're just going to wait for me to have blocks set up and ready to go, that's what you're looking at spending. All right. So $250, I can get you a block. So we have to start with that, because I'm not going to go out and spend money out of pocket right now to buy blocks and wait for people to buy them from me. I can't afford to do that right now. Later on down the line, when I make a couple $1,000s off engines, then I'll do that. Later on down the line, when I have a place where I can put everything I'm buying, then I'll do that. Right now, you order an engine for me, right? You want this block or whatnot. You send me the 250. That 250 will go for me finding the engine. I'm pretty sure within 48 hours I can get one sourced. All right, I'm fairly confident on that. So there's that. 250 you send me to start the process, right? You send me the 250 so I can go out, get the block, get it prepped. All right, and then we start moving into what you want to build. You want to build forged. You want to build stock. You want to build OEM high compression, meaning high compression with a Frankenstein setup. We find out what you want, and then we go from there. Right now, I'm gonna tell you that the easiest way for like an OEM high compression is for you to buy cast pistons, aftermarket cast pistons that are aftermarket PR3s or aftermarket high compression for the B20. That'll be your best route to go. The easiest, quickest way to get pistons. Plus, when you buy those, you get rings with them, so it saves you the process of having to worry about getting rings and shit. So we determine your build, and then we start ordering parts, right? I'm not going to determine anything on your parts. That's all on you. Then we gotta factor in machine shop, because if we're gonna be ordering new pistons, and maybe you want to buy oversized, you want to overbore or whatnot, and overbore deck, maybe you even want a hot tank. Because I wash with Purple Power, but I'm not gonna lie, there's still some grime sometimes, in the corner. The cleaning process of the blocks is what's the longest part for the rebuild. So if I have to spend a long time, I have to, cut corners a little bit on the cleaning. I clean everything out. Nothing's black anymore. The inside casting is all cleaned up. The outside is mostly clean, and then I'm going to paint it. But like I said, there's some grime in there. So it does benefit to have a hot tank if that's what you like, to have a perfectly mint block. All right. So we're looking at $250 to get the core started. To get the block and crank. Then we're looking at whatever parts you're going to order. Then you're looking at maybe if you want to go through a machine shop or not. And then we're looking at the end will be labor. Labor for these blocks right now, because I'm just going to be doing short blocks. I'm not going to be doing long blocks. Labor will be $300. So labor is mad cheap. Yes, if you look at everything overall for the build process, it's going to be a little bit on the pricey side. But the good thing is you're paying for this thing in little bites. You don't have to pay for. It's not like you go to HMO and you want to buy a Type R, you have to pay $1,800. That's not the case here. All right. Now I do say that the fastest the way to get your block done is get our parts ordered. The faster the parts come in, the faster I can get your block assembled and ready to go. Of course, that pending shipping and whatnot. And also just to say that for the most part, I think it's safe to say I'll be working around the weekends. And maybe during the weekdays, it depends. As far as me personally, for my labor costs, you guys don't have to pay labor up front. You can pay me a little bits of labor at a time. And then, of course, you have to pay for your shipping. Shipping at most will be $150. That's $150 is like the farthest distance you can send this continental, intercontinental, or not intercontinental, but inside the continental United States, the lower 48 or whatnot. That's how much it costs to ship from coast to coast. So I feel pretty safe quoting you guys $150 for shipping. So of course the shipping will have to be paid full for me to ship. The labor, I will not ship until your labor is complete. I don't want to give a time limit. I don't want to give a time limit on you paying me my labor. But as long as it's reasonable, I think 90 days is kind of fair. That's just an arbitrary number to throw out there. I think as long as you're making some kind of payments, and not just sitting months at a time, it won't be a big deal. But I think I will determine later on down the line, I guess as the issue comes up, whether if you go for a certain amount of time with 0 payments, whether I'm just going to list the block for sale or not. But yeah, I think it's safe to say that $300 can be paid over the course of 90 days. I mean, even if you pay like $100 a month, or even if you pay like $20 a week or some shit, like I'm pretty sure you should be caught up and covered. I still haven't got a machine shop exactly. I mean, I kind of do. Like, there's one not far, like literally right by my job. I just remember talking to them one time about bore and hone and shit. I think of bore and hone and redecking and hot tanking, I think it's a $300 process. So if you wanna overbore, deck your block and hone, or overbore, deck and hot tank, I think it's around $300. Now, it's generally speaking, I'm pretty sure that's what they quoted me, but it was a long while back. I think it's safe to say their prices are going to be the same. So, of course, again, like labor like that, it would have to be paid up front, because if not, I got to pay out of pocket, and I'm not going to do that for you guys. I'm sorry. So, if you want machine work, then that has to be paid for up front. So I guess the only thing is the labor comes up. So you spend paying everything in chunks. You spend your $250 up front to get the process started, right? Then you spend your money on parts. As the parts come to me, I'll start putting stuff together. Or if you want to go to a machine shop, then that's another chunk you would pay. And then, or if you're not going to go to a machine shop, then it goes from ordering the block to labor and shipping, and that's all going to be broke down. So I think overall it's a not such an expensive process. If you don't go through the machine shop, you want to keep everything stock bore or whatnot. You're looking at for buying the block and for my labor, you're looking at $550 total there. With shipping, it's $700 total, and then of course, however, the rest of it's going to depend on how much you put into parts, like whatever rings you decide to buy, whatever bearings you decide to buy, whatever pistons and rods you decide to buy. If you want to go aftermarket, I think it's fair to say that I'll provide rods if you decide to go with the aftermarket OEM cast piston to like race compression. So let's say without parts ordered, you're looking at $700 between buying the block, my labor, and shipping. And then I think OEM cast replacements are like $100, $150, and good bearings like ACL Kings Racing, they're like $50 for the entire set, and rings from Hastings or whatnot, I think are like $30. So there, now you have your general idea about how much to expect from me if you're looking to buy a D series or B series. And of course, if you want forged pistons and rods, that's on you to provide, and you can get whatever you want. All right, so hopefully this clears things up a little bit, and you guys should have an idea now of how much things are going to be to get from me and whatnot, and hopefully this covers everything in better detail. And I took apart one block, stripped down, ready to go. I just need to clean it, and then get the parts from, have it coordinate with Justin to get the parts ordered, and then reassemble it. And then I have a P8R head that went to a machine shop, so it's clean as fuck, and I'm probably gonna list it on eBay here pretty soon. Actually, very soon. As soon as I take the intake manifold off, I'm gonna list it on eBay. I just want to make sure I can pre-pack and all that stuff, because I don't want to be scrambling like I have the last 2 times I sent things by eBay or for eBay. And then yeah, so I need my crank pulley tool here at the house to strip down the other 2 blocks the rest of the way, and then hopefully once I get that one block that I'm pretty sure is a Nippon Racing block apart, then I'll make a video about that. I think part of the reason why, I know the reason why I didn't film outside right now, I'll give you all like a shop setting, is just because of the fact that my lighting on my camera is off and it's bugging me. So anyway, I might be getting a new phone here in the next day or so, because this phone's been acting screwy as fuck since I rebuilt it. I put the new screen on it. Alright guys, yeah, that's it. I mean, feel free to ask me questions. I know recently, guys, I haven't been putting my info in the newer videos. That's just because everything right now is 100% off my cell phone. I don't have a computer set up here, so it's a little bit difficult to copy and paste and all that bullshit, so I just haven't been as meticulous. But guys, you can go to my older videos from the last couple of weeks, and all my contact information is there. You can get to me there, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. And yeah, so just keep an eye on eBay, guys. I told you all before, I didn't really push you guys to my eBay store before because I didn't really have a lot of stuff there. But now, as engines coming in, I'll be getting a lot of accessory stuff off of them that'll probably be getting listed for sale or whatnot. OEM pistons, distributors, heads, valve covers, stuff like that. So just if you haven't already checked, go back to like a week or so back. When you have all my info in the description, my eBay channel, alright, my eBay links in there too for you to go and check out what I have listed. So just go look at it and check it out, and every once in a while, maybe like every week or so, just reload it and see what I have for sale. And eventually one day you guys will be able to see the engines there, because I do plan on getting to that point where I'm just listing a bunch of engines on eBay, and I actually might be listing some engines on eBay here relatively soon, but I mean, you guys are going to know because I'm going to upload it on YouTube first. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and peace.